Hey guys, got a little problem with my, got a Craftsman, there it is, T2400 riding lawnmower. Had this problem a couple times. I'm going to show you the little fix I do for it. The problem is the blades won't engage anymore. There's a little spring under there that keeps breaking. I'm going to show you how I fix it. This is more of a temporary fix. It's definitely not something that you know, you would do long term. I've actually got the spring on order from Sears. So once it comes in, I'll probably do another video on how to actually just replace it. But for now, this is a temporary fix. Let me go ahead and crank her up, and I'll get it moved so I can get to it a little better and show you guys how I fix it. Of course, you don't have to fix this in the sun, but it's kind of chilly out today. We've had some ice here in Texas this week, and it's still pretty chilly. So anyway, I'm gonna get down and show you how I fix this in just a minute. The reason I was moving the lawnmower, you really need enough space once you loosen up the cutters there. You need to be able to pull it out. I guess it could go either way, but I always pull it out towards the driver's side if this was a car. So anyway, that's why I make sure I've got enough space here to be able to pull it out to you. Okay, step one, go ahead and lower it, put it in the lowest position you can. Kind of take the weight off of the carriage there. And then on the passenger side, if this was a car, there's a couple of things you're gonna need to do here. See right here, you take out that pin and loosen that up, and you take out that pin right there. This is pretty gross. Definitely need to spend some time cleaning this up too, it looks like. Okay. Make sure you save all the pieces. Set them up there. I'll kind of go ahead and start cleaning out some of this garbage under here too. Always take the opportunity to go ahead and clean it while I have it pulled out. There's a big mess under here for sure. And now for the next one here. And that one there is no washer. Just kind of loosens. I always have trouble loosening it up because there's a cable that runs in the same little spot there. Okay, we are loose on this side. Now let's move on to the other side. All right, pretty much dealing with the same thing here. There's a clip here and a clip up here we're gonna need to take off. And then on the front, there's a clip we're gonna need to take off also. And we'll need to remove the belt from that pulley right there, and that way we can get the whole thing pulled out. All right. So this one kind of loosens. Set it up top there so you don't lose them. And this one, same thing, just kind of comes loose. And the washer on that piece. Go ahead and move that, free it up. And it's kind of hard to get to while I'm holding the phone here. Loosen this one. Alright. Just lift it up, and there is another washer on that one. And it just slides through. Usually you go ahead and kind of push that up out of the way so you don't hit it. And then while you're in here, go ahead and take the pulley off, or the belt off of that pulley. And that will allow you. Okay, so I got the pulley off, everything disconnected. And there may be a better way, but for me, I just grab the whole thing and just kind of slide. And now you're gonna see the cable here. You're gonna have to start pulling it up and getting it out of there. And I've got a big old mess of stuff here that needs to get cleaned out of here. Alright, so I'm going to start cleaning this out. Yeah, I don't need to see that. But you guys can see the issue is this spring right here. I don't know, I guess over time the metal on this guy has just gotten so weak. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. Anyway, the metal just keeps breaking, but I'm going to show you how I fix it, do a temporary fix, and we'll get it all put back together. Let me clean all this out so you can see a little bit better. Thanks. All right, well, I got it kind of cleaned up, but I made a big mess on the porch there. I'll have to get that cleaned up too, but anyway. So what I'm gonna do with this, get the tools here in a minute and show you. I'm gonna make it where this thing comes around, and I'm gonna really just take that piece and bend a new end in it so that I can connect it back to the, so it goes right here. And what it does is when it engages, when you pull it, it engages and releases the lock right here, kind of the brake off the pulleys that drive the blades, and then it kind of puts tension on the belt, and that'll make the blade start spinning. You know, my guess is, and I probably repaired this thing 5 or 6 times. You know, this is a Craftsman T2400. It's actually made by Husqvarna. Can't say that very well, but anyway, I'm pretty sure here's the model number. You know, it's probably pretty much similar to most other lawnmowers, but like I say, I bought this thing about a year ago, used from a guy. When I bought it, I paid $400 for it. I bought it through somebody, through a friend, and they said, well, you know, it's the guy bought it, but he's been deployed most of the time. He's really only used it a couple times, but I mean, this thing was only made through 2016, so, you know, it's at least 6 years old, probably 7 years old. So, you know, I mean, this metal I think was original up till then, but it's broke on me 4 or 5 times, and I just keep rebending it. But I did order one off of Sears Parts Direct the other day, but it just has not shown up. So I'm going to show you again how I fix it. Actually, like I say, I've done this 2 or 3 times. Had to fix it like this. Well, probably more than that, but a few times. You know, one time it broke off clean up here, and then I had to get a screwdriver in there and kind of get that bent out and kind of create my own loop. This time it looks like just the kind of the end of the loop broke. So I'm going to put a wrench here and probably one here and kind of bend this around to make this bend more to here, kind of make more of a loop out of it. It'll make a little more sense once I get the wrenches on it, and I can show you them how I'm bending it. Then just make it good enough that I can drop it back on there and get this thing put back together. You see, I've got 2 wrenches on here. I don't know they're going to stay very well, but it's kind of hard for me to show you what I'm doing here. Let me see if I can get the phone set up so I'm going to need both hands to do this. Okay, no idea if you can really see it or not. Got the phone sitting down, but the idea is to get this, try to bend it without busting your knuckles, but bend it as much as you can into a circle there. That's kind of the idea, but I need a little more of a bend to it to get it to really stay in place very well. Get this tight. Put that on there. Tighten this one a little bit too. Out of the way. Okay, so you can see that's not perfect. I'm probably going to straighten it up a little bit. But that's kind of the idea of what I'm trying to get to there. And if this thing was easy to get off and get on a vise, it would be, that would be a goal of mine. But it's kind of a pain to get it apart, so I just kind of go with what I got here. I think that might actually work. Let me see what I can get here. Sorry, I know this is probably weird, me grabbing the phone and messing with it, but the idea is this goes on here, and it latches in there. And I'm gonna have to reroute, as I push this back in, I'm gonna have to reroute the cable. I usually put it down in there, and it kind of will sit in that little thing right there to hold it. This piece actually goes, actually I'm gonna need to take it under all the belts and stuff, you know. All right, so I'll have to take it back off and put it under the belt. And then I'll be able to get it in there a little better once we get everything kind of back together. Got myself a little bit more slack now. Just push the whole carriage a little bit under the lawnmower. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull this back and drop that in there, and it kind of clicks into space. I mean, it was pretty much out earlier. The whole thing, it came apart on me. You know, and to be honest, I don't remember if this routes up inside here, if it's supposed to route around here. It looks like there may have been something here and something here that held it, but either way, I don't have them. So I've always just kind of pushed it inside of there, and it's worked really well. All right, so let me go ahead and push the whole thing back together, and we will start assembling everything again. I got to push this back under the lawnmower. I got it under there a little more, so then I'm going to go ahead and reroute this. Make sure it's on the very bottom down there. It kind of fell off into the bottom. It's under the belt, under the pulley, so it should kind of sit down there okay. All right. Then I need to push this a little more. All right, and I can go ahead and get that pulley. Once I get this up in here, put the pulley back together. It's gotta go up under there. Back up on the pulley. Get that up there. Okay, and then it has to go around that little thing there, the little hook to hold it in place. And this guy drops. Sorry, I wasn't far enough up. It drops in there, and there's the. It's easy if you kept up with them, but there's a. There's a washer and the clip that holds it. Again, if you put them in order front to back too, that obviously makes everything a little better. Getting it all apart. Let's say down, I couldn't grab the pin. All right, so the pin is there and comes through. I'm gonna drop the pin in there and clip it on. You can go ahead and take it all the way down if you want, or leave it on that one. Either way, it's not going to come off without you forcing it off. And for the next one here, you bring this up. It should line up pretty easily. And again, there's no, with that one, there is no washer. It's just the pin itself. And take that through like that. And this one, on the back, there is a washer. Put it on there, put on the washer. Sorry, I can't even see if I'm watching what I'm doing here. And click the pin in. You're good. Let's move to the other side. All right, the front one, just like the other side, does not have a pin. You just kind of have to mess with it to get it in there, and then kind of slide on the retaining clip there. And I don't remember what I know that pin's got a name, but for the life of me, I can't remember what kind of pin it is. Anyway, slide on the doodad, the washer, and the unnamed pin. It's always wants to fight me. And I'm left-handed trying to do that with my right hand. Here we go. And that should be it. Let's make sure, let's check we got the pulley hooked up, we got the front, both sides. Okay, I see a problem right there. I'm glad I double checked. See the belt just down below that, so that would not have caught the. Okay, the belt is on now, so we should be able to crank this up and see if it's working. Oh, there we go. There we go. Whew. That tension on the spring again. Let's go ahead and start her up and see. Yeah, that worked. I just blew dust all over myself, but anyway, that worked. Probably should not start it up in the lawnmower, but I know if I get stuck if I back out through right there right now. So anyway, like I say, it's a pretty easy fix. Just doesn't last all that long. Like I say, I think I've done this. I've had this for a year, and I think I've done that 4 or 5 times, maybe. Every single time, it's a really easy fix. But hopefully, the new spring will take care of it, so I don't have to keep fixing it. But anyway, thank you guys. Thanks for watching. If you've got a better way around this, please let me know. If this helps you at all, please like, subscribe. Anyway, you guys have a good day. Oh, I will say real quick. So I saw there was a replacement Amazon piece, the spring, but it looked like it was from another manufacturer, and all the reviews were like, well, this one didn't, you know, my OEM one lasted for 5 years. This one lasted for a month. So I'm really thinking that one's kind of crap, so I didn't buy that one. I ended up buying the one off of Sears Replacement Parts. So hopefully it's a little better quality. I guess I'll see when it gets here next week. Anyway, thanks guys. You have a good day. Bye.